Hey everybody, this is instructor Eric Williams here. I thought I would make a video that would complement the module 1 for this week. This is more of a discussion video. However, there are going to be some videos that I make that are things that we're going to use for the class. So be on the lookout for that. The first thing this week was about digital technology in different fields. So I thought this would be a good time to talk about professional development. Um, it's not for some of y'all, this is your first IT class. For others, you've been working in the field already. But I thought I would make a video to kind of centralize some of the themes that you want to do in your professional development and growth. It's never too early to start, whether you done graduated with a degree or not. You want to go ahead and start getting your material together. There's three main aspects of professional growth. The first one is going to be education, which obviously you're already working on. The second one is going to be certifications, which is a really big one for the IT field. And then finally, it's going to be work experience. And I'll go ahead and tell you, it's never too early to get started on this. So let's dig right in. So professional development, when it comes to resumes and things of that nature, have changed a bit. Now we use a lot of online exposure. So what I have pulled up is actually my LinkedIn. And so with this LinkedIn, I have, my name, my jobs. This is a really good field. This is a really good tool to use because it'll help you network in the field as well. So if you look on here, you can see about me section right here. You can even see like posts that I make of me starting different positions. You can see my work experience. Basically, it's an online resume. So a lot of companies will actually check LinkedIn and see where you're from. And also, like I said, you can make a lot of contacts from different places with this. So I put education in here, my licenses and certifications, my skills, all of that's in here. And you want to have let me talk about the picture. You want to have a professional picture of yourself. Even if you just do it with a cell phone camera. You want to make sure that, you're dressed nicely and that, it fits and looks professional. I've seen some LinkedIn pictures that are not designed for this platform. That's all I'm going to say about that. But the biggest thing about it is that they have jobs. If you click on the that they'll send you, you can go through the job fields. You put in your suggested job searches, and they will bring up different people that are hiring in the area, and sometimes outside the area. I'm a police officer, so one of the things that it hits on sometimes for me is police officer jobs. Even though I do more of the digital forensics, of course. But also, the biggest thing is networking. You get to reach out to people. It'll make suggestions for people for you to make friends with. But also, whenever I go to a conference or anything like that, I have my card that has my LinkedIn, or I just pull up my cell phone and just exchange LinkedIns with somebody. It's a quick, easy tool to use for that. That was actually made for me for a conference that I spoke at, and I liked it and put it in the background. But you can get analytics here on people that have looked at it. I'm not very active on LinkedIn. I'm pretty settled in my career field, so I'm not as active as I used to be with it. But it is a good tool to start with to reach out to people and to just meet people in the industry. So let's move on. Let's talk about good old-fashioned resume. You do want to have a good resume. In this case, this is a CV. CV is a curriculum vitae versus a resume. A resume is a little bit more detailed. I'm at the point in my field now where curriculum vitae will pretty much work. It's a lot shorter. It just pretty much lists your jobs. It doesn't go into the description on what your job functions were. So you can see my resume here. Again, you want to make sure you have a nice format. I have my phone numbers and all that good stuff, my jobs on here, my professional organizations that I belong to, classes that I've taken, both leadership and professional. So I also include my you could put it together in the same PDF, but list of my certifications. Always make sure to keep that as well. My CompTIAs. And we're going to talk about some CompTIAs. This is Test Out Security Plus. This is when I spoke at the cybersecurity seminar about 2 years ago. I need to take that one out, actually. So those are two aspects that you want to. You want to make sure that your resume both, that's what I consider LinkedIn to be, a digital resume, a social site resume, and your actual physical resume both line up, and that you're keeping both of them current. Let's talk about certifications. Now, I will tell you, in the IT field, certifications mean a lot. The one that I want to talk about today is from an organization called CompTIA. If you notice you saw CompTIA on mine, you'll actually see a lot of CompTIA certifications. In fact, if you go to the Central Georgia website, you can find some prep courses. Cisco is really big if you're going into networking. CompTIA is an international organization that's recognized. You do see Microsoft on here, most definitely another big one. But if you're just starting, because everybody's in my class, or I think y'all are just getting into the field, a good one to start is A+. Now, the A+ is actually comprised of two different tests. It's the only one I've seen that's like that from CompTIA, and that's just because of the amount of material. So you take the A+ Core 1. It's divided into hardware and software, basically, is what it is. So you take the Core 1, you can go to the CompTIA website, but they actually have this PDF, and if you like a copy, shoot me an email and let me know, and I'll send them to you. They're just PDFs. I already got them downloaded, obviously, so just let me know. So so you take one test, and then you have to pass the one to get to the other. And they're 1101 and 1102. Again, one is software, one is hardware. So they have the objectives all laid out for the test, so you can go through. You can study for them. I'm not going to go too big into this, but you can see all these scenarios. But if you look at this, you'll notice there's a similarity between our book and what you're seeing for the A+. The A+ is the entry level certification, and it covers a lot of material. If you could tell, like I said, this is just the 1101. Then you have the 1102, and once you take the 1101 and the 1102, then you can get your certification with your A+. So again, these are learning objectives. But like I said, if you notice, this mirrors a lot of the units that's in our book. So some of this you'll actually go over already in our class and have a lot of this knowledge. And again, I'm going to make videos to show how to do a lot of these things. In fact, there's a video I'm probably going to post by Saturday that's going to talk about how to load a virtual machine. And a virtual machine has a lot of advantages when you're just getting an IT field. You can basically play around with it and then come back, and if you mess something up, reload it, and it's back to normal. So be on the lookout for that video coming soon on the announcements. So, the CompTIA. Well, once you pass your CompTIA, and I'll show you mine here, got my certifications. I didn't know I signed out. So once you get your certifications, you can actually turn around and look at your certifications online. And they actually have a license number. This is my A plus. Then I have my Network Plus, and I have my Security Plus. And once you start getting these, you'll actually start getting what's called stackable certificates. So stackable certificates are certificates that combine different A plus aspects to make into an advanced certificate. So I have my CompTIA Secure Infrastructure Specialist. So if I show you that one was on here. I think it's on here. There they are. Those are stackable ones. So when you do 2 or more, they can go into one larger certificate. So this is the Security Infrastructure Specialist one. And because I passed A plus, Network Plus, and Security Plus, I have all these. I have this one certificate to recognize that. When I passed the A plus and Network Plus, I passed the IT Operations Specialist stackable certificate. But, it's all about the field that you want to go into. And I just talk about CompTIA because Central Georgia offers classes with that. And also, this is one of the most recognized companies. If you saw there was a lot of other certificates, but those are more geared towards my digital forensics job than IT job. So that's why I'm hovering more around this. But there are certain learning pathways. There used to be a roadmap. That might have been it down there. Okay, this might be it. So yeah, here we go. This is good. So remember I was telling you about the different individual certifications. So the core, which is A plus, Network, Security Plus, and you can do the ITF. I forgot about that. That was one they added after. It's IT fundamentals. That's what the F is for, fundamentals. It's a good one to do too. I would take a look at doing that one as well. But like I said, that's a newer one, so I don't know much about it, but I know it's a fundamentals one that comes before the A plus. So you might want to look at that. If you wanted to do like cybersecurity, A plus, Network Plus, Security Plus, you could do the Pen Tests Plus. That's for penetration testing. Or you can do the Cyber Analyst Security Plus. And if I'm being honest, that's the one I'm actually studying for right now and getting ready to take here probably in a couple of months. And then you have your Expert Certification, which is Cyber Analyst Specialist. Again, my background is cybersecurity, so that's the reason why I'm going this route. But you have data analytics. You have infrastructure, which is like a network technician. Then you have overall professional certificates that you take after you finish your learning paths. So there's a lot of different ways you can go with it. One of the last things I want to talk about is work. It's never too late to try to get a job in IT. A lot of times we think that we have to finish a degree in order to just get a job, and it is true. You do want certification. You do want your education. But you can start even before then. There are some jobs where, you just need a high school diploma. I was just looking at Indeed. I just did an Indeed search. And I noticed there was one computer technician job here at iCrack, which is in Bon Air. They fixed screen for me before years ago. But they have this job here. I was sitting here looking. And it's full-time, part-time. And the only thing they ask for license is a driver's license, and high school diploma. So, it's not too late to it's never too early to get out there, and start looking for jobs. There's a support technician job here at Kohl's. Again, I'm not advocating jobs, but I'm just showing you that, you don't necessarily have to have that 4-year degree in order to get started. If you have a good certification, you have your classes, some classes behind you, 1 or 2 classes, put that on your resume and start applying. Like this one only is a 2-year degree in computer science, or if it's or related fields, so IT would probably be fine for that as well. So I encourage you to start looking now. This is just Indeed. Run a search. I put IT help desk. IT help desk is usually the entry level for the IT field. That's your troubleshooters jobs that you call, and they're like, hey, my computer's not working, and you run them through some basic things. Or, you might be in a computer shop like iCrack, and they might bring it in. So I encourage you to go ahead and get started is what it is. You're already getting the higher education part. Start looking at the CompTIA A+, and start looking at some jobs that you might get into to go ahead and start getting that work experience in. And I think you'll be just fine. If you need anything else, just reach out to me. I'll be glad, more than willing to help. Again, if you want a copy of the objectives, or if you want some information on the CompTIA ITF, the fundamentals, let me know. I'm gonna go back and look at that myself, actually. Even though I'm well past that point, of course, obviously, but it's a good thing to know. Knowledge is power. So that's it. Let me know if you need anything. Call me, email me, whatever you need to get in touch with me, and have a blessed day. Thank you.